Alright, so if I recall, we had, general quarters. We had general quarters payout for another spin on the Russian roulette that is this mercenary company. Who do we got left? Not much. I mean, we got Carrick, who's a ballista driver. We got, Sparrow, who spent a year and a half in the hospital. So, which do you prefer? And you better speak up quick, because Bamboozle just redeemed. And I want to give you first come, first serve. I mean, I guess technically we do need to replace the original general quarters. And I guess thematically it makes sense that if he's gonna come back in, we don't give him one of our original pilots this time around. He's gonna have to work his way up from the bottom like the rest of us. I mean, just to save ourselves some time... This person's already got 4, 3, 3, and 4. But you see what I'm saying? Like, all of the best pilots are women and usually vehicle pilots. It's really weird. Like, where are the dual-statted pilots? This is... I'm concerned. Let's see. Let's see. Who else? Mech pilot. Okay. I'm just saying, like, this mercenary company is a taco fest. I mean, it is Tuesday. So it makes sense. I'm just saying.
New mech warriors available.
Do the thing. Go to the barracks. Thank you. Alright. Hot dog.
Yes, Commander.
Fitting. Let's see. Yeah, it's really weird. Like, almost all of the pilots are women, and I don't know why that is. It's just, it's just the way it's been going this game. Right, so general quarters. And I guess you'll be general quarters 2.0. And you are a mech pilot, so we'll be able to put you right back in, but we will see. And then, again, we got Bamboozle redeeming as well. Unfortunately, Bamboozle, we only have vehicle pilots, so, like, if you're okay with a well, no, we can do Carrick. How about this? I'll give you Carrick because Carrick is technically our vehicle pilot, but they can pilot a mech, so we could potentially put you in a mech in the future. We just can't field enough mechs for that to be relevant currently. So, there you go. So Bamboozle now joins the team as our designated ballista pilot, but again, can you have purple hair? We can probably make that happen. Again, I will take limited customization. Hair roots. Where do they even have purple in here? That's purple, right? Purple hair. There you go. Actually, you know what? While we're at it, can we get some purple lighting? No? Well, that's unfortunate. Alright. Let's see, we've been live for almost 4 hours. However, I don't know if I'll be able to stream the rest of this week, so I will give you guys at least one more mission to close out the bay. What do you think? With that being said, we gotta figure out what we're gonna do. We got a couple of options here. Let me see. Head back to the Argo real quick. So we're 1 day away from a financial report, but we got multiple pilots that are injured. I think we wait it out. Let the financial report hit, let the missions roll over, let the shop roll over, let the trebuchet finish. And then we'll see what's available in the command center. So let's fast forward for a little bit. That is going to put us $1 million in the hole.
I wrapped up that job you asked for, Commander.
There we go. Oh, and the one last thing. I forgot. We need to go into the storage bay and see, did we get enough parts to put together a Cougar or a Kit Fox or one of the other... Nah, we've only got 2 Cougar parts, unfortunately. And we've only got 1 Kit Fox. We got 1 Elemental, 1 Fire Moth. So it hasn't been great in terms of clan mech salvage so far. But let's double check the store real quick. See what we got. No clan tech, but ooh. Oh. Okay, we'll put a pin in that one. Pharaoh, we got some heavy jump jets. It might not be a bad idea to buy a few just for the hell of it. Let's see. And then just a bunch of ammo. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. Oh my. Well, this is the first time I've seen LRM FCSs. Increased laser range? For only 165k? I'm gonna buy that. I don't know when we're gonna use it, but I'm gonna buy it. We aren't fielding any PPCs at the moment, but I think we have 1 or 2 PPC FCSs already. I've kind of been buying them when I can because I know we're going to use them for the awesome when we finally do get one. But I also want to buy this RL20 because I love an RL20. I kind of want to buy an RL40 just for the lulz. It's only 3 tons. It's only 3 tons, you guys. We could do so much dumb shit with an RL40. And it's only 275k. I shouldn't be spending money. But they have a Gauss rifle too. Fuck! Fuck! Okay, we're buying the RL40. We may come back for the Gauss rifle. But right now we need to hit the command center. We need to do some missions and make some money. Alright, so let's see what we get. We've only got 3 missions this month. That is not great. So we gotta capture base for the Draconis. 19 max salvage. Who are we up against? Still up against Jade Falcon. 419 on salvage, but that's not going to get us much money. So we'll have to hope the salvage is good. Because we need money. So whatever we get from this, we're probably going to have to sell most of it. But I say we do it. Well, hold on. Let me make sure everybody's out of... Okay, yeah, we're good. The only person that's going to be out is going to be Karos with the VTOL. The store, I don't think... Does it? Because it's supposed to roll over at the end of the month, which we just hit the end of the month. But it's fine. Yeah, command center. Take this mission. Take max salvage. And let's make it hot. Unfortunately, the battle armor is going to be out again. We'll drop the Dakota. I really wish we had another vehicle to fill in with it, but we don't. We're just have to go with what we got. Too late, Ernst. It's too late. It's too late. Everybody gets their own mech, with a few exceptions. If we really need the mech, and we don't have the pilot, then I'll make an exception. But you aren't fighting for the worm. You are fighting for this mercenary company. And you know as well as I do that if they're paying the bills today, we're going to take that money. And if they're on the opposite side, you can shoot them up all you want when we're done. Signage! Hello! Welcome to the stream. So I'm a little late, but hopefully you're having a good Tuesday. Again, if it makes you guys feel bad, just remember you are not fighting for the faction. You are fighting for me. And everyone who pays us can and will, at some point, be on the receiving end of our guns. It has happened without exception during this campaign. Every single person that we have worked for, we have also shot at. Including the Taurians. Alright, let's see. What's the sage wisdom? They haven't told us what precisely the facility is producing, but given the strength of enemy forces on the ground, it's something worth protecting. Well, I guess I don't have any complaints about that.
Command interface initiated.
Alright, let's see what we've got.
Stay frosty.
So we're on top of a ridge line. That's good for our artillery. We just need to roll up on the facility and destroy it. Oh no, we're capturing it. We're not destroying it. Never mind. Never mind. Avoid collateral damage. Avoid collateral damage. You have any idea how hard it is for me to avoid collateral damage?
Heading out.
One does not simply avoid collateral damage with the weapon systems that we field.
Aye, aye.
The dervish with all the missiles and rockets. Honestly, normally I would get the dervish in close, but I think we can hang back. Yeah, I'll try to keep the fighting away from the objective if I can. It just depends on where the enemies are positioned. Like, this ridgeline is great as a defensive setup, but we just don't have a lot of mobility around here, which is unfortunate. The dervish is pretty fast, though, so I'll see if we can get you up here. Bolo, doesn't really matter where you are,
There.
because the Arrow 4 can reach out and touch someone pretty much anywhere. Erst, of course. Full speed ahead. Grishin, we are sniping with you, so we'll keep you up on the ridge line.
I'm going.
Graveline. With the Jägermech, again. Keep you in an elevated position as best we can. I think BattleTech is starting to struggle a little bit.
I'm rolling.
The Rommels, we'll go ahead and move them up. They'll be able to do some tanking for us.
Heading out.
Back up our brawlers. And again, Bamboozle, formerly Carrick, driving the ballista. It reminds me, you guys talking about blowing up orphanages and stuff. I know that's kind of an odd thing to key in on. But if you guys are familiar with a guy named Jason Pargin, goes by the pen name David Wong, or used to, back in the day. He and I were colleagues for many years. And he wrote an article way, way back in the early 2000s about, like, the war in Iraq and Afghanistan and stuff. And he was talking about, you know... I forget the name of the article, but it was basically like, I want to play a real RTS and essentially just made a bunch of jokes about how, you know, real-time strategy games like to play it being about war, but don't really understand the complexities of it. And that was one of the analogies. Is like, I want an orphanage to look like a chemical weapons factory, and then when I bomb that factory into the ground, get blasted for blowing it up and not blowing it up, and be damned to hell no matter which direction I go. And I was just like, man, that's...
Come, Nerevar, friend or traitor, come.
That shit cuts deep. Alright, we'll go ahead and move Erst up again, kind of as a scout, but we'll try to avoid contact with the enemy, at least visual contact for now. We may have to move everybody down off of this ridgeline except for the artillery, because we are not as close to the enemy as I thought we were going to be.
Location confirmed.
Yeah, it was a concept in the article that he referred to as the fog of bullshit, where like you would see a thing but not really know if the thing you were looking at was actually what it looked like or if it was something completely different. It's like, I want the New York Times to run 2 concurrent articles on me, one blasting me for not doing enough to deal with the mineral shortage, and another one blasting me for going to war to deal with the mineral shortage.
Moving out.
Alright, here we go. Where is the damn enemy?
Coordinates received.
There we go. I was about to say, we gotta run into him sometime, right? And now we know where they are.
On my way.
And let's go ahead and get the dervish up here, and we are gonna be raining some rockets down on some mothers. Bolo, you are not quite in a position yet, but I will reserve you for now.
Come, Nerevar, friend or traitor,
Oh,
come.
we can't because they're not actually moving. Erst, what are we gonna do with you, Erst? I think we just move up into the tree line here. We'll jump down next turn. And Bolo, again, just hang back for now.
Yep.
Again, thankfully, we are in elevated positions across the board, so it's definitely going to work to our favor. Assuming that all the enemies are in this direction, which they may not be. Let's see. Yeah, that's a good spot for that Rommel, I think. We'll move up one more space just so we're not blocking any line of sight. And Bamboozle will hang out as well.
Hunkering down.
Oh, for sure, Blackfire. Yeah, the Red Alert series as a whole, well, I'm sorry. The Red Alert series 1 and all of its expansions, and 2 and its expansion, Yuri's Revenge, were just like the peak, the perfect blend of campiness and comedy and seriousness, and like, I still think it's one of the great tragedies of the game industry that Westwood got bought up by EA and consumed in the meat grinder.
Come, Nerevar, friend or traitor, come.
See, we'll jump
It
down
began
here.
It will end here.
Again, we're trying to avoid line of sight because we don't know what we're up against yet. We got a 35-ton mech with some elementals on it. If that's the only thing... I mean, this is the edge of the map, which is really weird, so... I guess all the enemies are in the facility, but I'll take the time to knock this guy out if he's going to be out here all by himself. So we'll reserve up Bolo for right now until we can try and get some kind of shot on whatever this is. Let's see. We're on Bolo again. Reserve, damn it.
Copy that, Commander.
It's an adder, okay. Alright. That's a lot of missiles and not a lot of hits. Unfortunately, you just made the mistake of coming out where I can see you. So that's gonna end badly for you.
Copy that, Commander.
Yeah, I think it was Bamboozle. That was Dune 2000, which, Or no, I'm sorry, it was Dune 2000 was the original, and then the newer one was Dune, Battle for Arrakis. And that was the 3D one, and it was kind of, like, it wasn't great, but it was okay, and it tried a lot of new ideas. And it was their first 3D RTS, and, unfortunately, yeah, there you go, Emperor Battle for Dune. And it didn't do very well, and that's what led to them getting bought up by Westwood, or getting bought up by EA. Again, still makes me sad. Westwood was one of the greats.
On the move.
Kane lives, and such. Because he has battle armor, I think we are required to fire the Infernos. Make it hot, literally. Sierra. We did damage the battle armor a little bit.
My flamer is empty. Receiving you.
Alright, so we gotta be careful. We definitely don't want to get close.
Roger that.
So we'll give him the plasma rifle. Probably not gonna hit, though. Yeah, I didn't think so. We're gonna have to rely on artillery and volley fire to do damage to this thing for right now. And again, still have not had any enemies come out of the woodwork yet. Oh, look at that. At elevation. 82% chance. Yes, please. Take the shot. Bam. Direct hit. You love to see it. Yeah, I think Red Alert 2 was the peak. Red Alert 2 and Yuri's Revenge was like, that was the high watermark. That wasn't just the high watermark for Westwood, that was the high watermark for real-time strategy games. For me, at least.
Haulin' ass.
Haulin' ass. Indeed. Alright, let's take the shot. Again, we're kind of just spamming fire.
Everything I got.
We might even be able to do enough stability damage to knock this guy down. Yuri's Revenge was great to me because, like, it was such a new idea. Like, it was taking the already ridiculous Red Alert 2 and was like, what if Red Alert 2 bought an entire faction of mind control units? I was like, yes.
Firing on target.
Oh, yeah, you love to see it.
Don't you?
Alright, Quagmire. If you can make this shot, Homeboy's gonna take a dirt nap. Please do it. And there goes the other arm. Outstanding. Outstanding. So that should knock the battle armor off.
Objective complete.
Or
Clear to move
just
on.
kill everybody. That works too. Take your time. Are you done? Okay. Well, yeah, that took out the battle armor and the mech. I'll take it. And sadly, Graveline didn't even get a chance to use that fancy gauze. Yeah, I think it's just one of the quirks of BTA and Rogue Tech is it added so much stuff. And the game is just like, did we tell you about the right arm? Well, the right arm's damaged. Also, by the way, the right arm is damaged. And by the way, the right arm is damaged too. It's funny too, because with Yuri's Revenge, like, I had never heard of Udo Kier until Red Alert 2.
I copy.
And then it felt like as soon as I had heard his name and knew that he was in it, like I started seeing him in everything. I was like, man, this dude is everywhere and I just never knew before. Again, I think we'll hang Bolo back. I imagine we're gonna run into some turrets over here that we'll want to put damage on, but we'll hang the artillery back as we do. Yeah, like, Erst is 500 meters behind the rest of the lands, and he can still sprint farther than they do. Udo Kier. Udo Kier is the actor who played Yuri in Red Alert 2 and Yuri's Revenge. The thing that I remember him most from, aside from a bunch of B-movies, is he was one of the head vampires in the Blade movie, the first Blade movie. Specifically, he is the head vampire that Deacon Frost and his, like, girlfriend take out and, like, have him explode in the sun.
Affirmative, Commander.
The Rommels, I think we just, I don't know. Well, we'll just stay on the high ground for now. We'll stay on the high ground for now. Do the smart thing.
Confirmed.
Don't do the dumb thing. And I'm very concerned that we are not running into any other enemy forces.
Copy that.
I don't think we're gonna get in contact this turn, so I'll go ahead and brace up our artillery. I'm also, well, I don't know, let's see. We can probably run Erst up here into the tree line. And there we go. Oh, a Star League-era manufacturing facility. Be careful of reinforcements. Additional enemy forces rallying to the facility. Well, that's okay, because I'm going to make them come to us, and I'm going to make them regret every single step. So we will go ahead and hold our ridge line. Then we'll go ahead and put the Jaeger over here. Got the Rommels.
On the way.
I'm interested to see what they drop on us. Yeah, exactly, Mara. That's the thing, is like, until Red Alert 2, I didn't realize how much stuff he was in, even up to that point in his career. Like, he's done a lot of stuff since, but even then, he had been in a lot of movies. Again, mostly B-movie stuff, but a lot of movies. Let's see. I think, again, we'll take the high ground. We'll get out of this basin so we don't get ambushed. Again, reserve up the artillery. Erst, you can just jump up here.
It began here, it will end here.
Devious in the Griffin. We can move up a little bit. Get some high ground. Jaeger needs to move up. We'll continue the Rommels. I'm sorry? Hey, excuse me? There we go.
Waiting for orders.
The cooling mech is a happy mech.
And Bamboozle, again, just hang back.
Stabilizing and bracing.
No shit, a child credit from 1966. Good lord. Yeah, the man's been in it for a while, that's for sure. What? Why can't you... You know what? This is why jump jets exist.
I'm employing my jets.
And we are having to run so far just to get in a fight. Oh yeah, no,
All right, but
the Blade, I have thoughts about the Blade trilogy, to the point where I almost don't want to call it a trilogy. Where the hell are the enemies? Because, like, the first movie was just so good and so well thought out, and, like, it had vision, it had ambition. And yeah, Wesley Snipes hadn't gone completely insane yet. And then, like, by Blade 2, the cracks were already starting to show. And Blade 3 is just a mistake. It never should have happened.
I'm picking up a new sensor trace. Looks
Okay,
enemy
there we go.
reinforcements.
So they were dropped right over here.
Alright, hit them hard now.
We can do that. We can make that work.
Commander?
So first things first, I'm the realist. What are we up against? A 30-ton mech. That's it. Alright, well let's jump down. We'll make sure to break line of sight. Well, we didn't quite break line of sight, but we got another mech with battle armor, it looks like. And another Kit Fox. No, Blade 3 was basically, if I remember right, it was partially bankrolled by Wesley Snipes, but he didn't really want anything to do with it. And it was Ryan Reynolds that was in the movie, and his part was originally supposed to be a lot smaller, but because Wesley Snipes was so difficult during the shoot, he kind of just took up some of the slack and ended up being one of the better parts of the movie. Which isn't saying much because it was a terrible movie. And that's not Ryan Reynolds' fault. Like, he did what he could, but like the entire production was just a disaster from start to finish. If you believe the stories, Wesley Snipes basically spent most of the production like smoking weed in his trailer and not showing up for like, he didn't even show up to shots unless it required his face. Like, if his face wasn't going to be on camera, he didn't even show up. Bolo, unfortunately, not a whole lot we're going to be able to do with you this turn. We don't want to damage the buildings. Yeah, that was kind of the moment where Wesley Snipes completely lost his damn mind, and yeah, that was it.
This is getting tiresome.
So my man's in this adder just shot his boy in the back with an Ultra AC-5 apparently.
Aye,
So let's see, the Derv. Oh yes, please, we can get a good shot right here. I think we take the shot here. Give it to the Kit Fox.
No retreat.
Oh,
Reporting critical hit.
better thank your lucky stars that clan mechs have case built in, otherwise that would have been bad. Oh no, definitely no Wesley Snipes in the modern Blade movies.
Standing by.
Unless he gets desperate for coke money and shows up as like a cameo or something. Ah, damn it. No matter where I go, we're not gonna get a decent shot. Yeah, I never understood that. The whole Avery Brooks thing. He's like, man, I really hated Cisco and I didn't like playing. I'm like, why, dude? You did such a good job. Like, I don't understand what, like, and that's never made sense to me. Musicians and actors and things like that, like, where they, like Smash Mouth, actively hating everything about the song All-Star and, like, starting fights with fans over even mentioning the song. And it's like, dude, that song is the reason you're famous. Why are you hating on people for loving it? Alright, I'm calling it right now, chat. I'm gonna launch an artillery. I'm gonna launch an artillery at this adder. It's going to miss. It's gonna hit the buildings, and we're gonna fail the secondary objective. Watch.
Engaging target.
God damn, did I call
Persistent
that or
archer.
did I call that? I would love to salvage an adder, but that's going to be the luck of the draw. Because one of these has elementals attached, and I'm not going to run the risk of those things getting in close.
retreat sounds good.
So in much the same way as other weapon systems, we will get there when we get there. Well, there you go. 3 salvageable parts. And we've got 4 max salvage on this mission, so we could conceivably get an adder this mission.
Skipper?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Graveline.
Commander.
I don't think that the Jaeger mech is gonna make it into combat before we finish it up.
Commander?
Hell, I don't think half our lance is gonna make it into combat before we finish it up.
Commander. Aye, aye.
I mean, it's actually kind of funny and depressing that we're doing so much work with just a couple of mechs. Damn it! Gotta jump again.
Taking to the air.
I guess that's fair. I mean, then again, so here's my thing. Like, the original Shrek was not a bad movie. And I will throw hands with anybody that tries to suggest otherwise. Like, was it the best movie? No, absolutely not. But it wasn't bad. Like, we give shit to the Shrek franchise now because of how long it's gone on. And because of how ubiquitous it's become. But at the end of the day, like, you cannot argue that Shrek didn't leave a cultural impact.
Come, Nerevar, friend or traitor, come.
Okay, so I see our adder boy out here trying to get up here and get frisky, and I have zero intention of letting that
It
happen.
began here, it will end here.
Unfortunately, we can only fire the ER lasers. I'm gonna try and take a shot directly at the battle armor if I can, but I don't think it's gonna let me. Now? Shit. Alright.
Omnipotent, omniscient, sovereign, immutable.
That is correct, Karos. Yes. Shrek was basically made as a giant middle finger to a very specific upper-level Disney guy.
Yes, Commander. Copy that.
But at the same time, it was made with love, it was made with passion, and it was made by people... Oh, shit. Sex number, chat. Sex number.
Acknowledged.
And we only hit 1 shot. That is unfortunate. But yeah, like, as much as they did the whole thing out of spite, they still did it because, you know, they were passionate about making a movie. I guess that's fair. I can see that as a creative. Like, yeah, a thing becoming famous through no fault of your own kinda sucks, but it's like, man, just go with it.
Target confirmed.
We're probably gonna blow that building up.
Hot damn, let's do this.
We are probably gonna blow that building up.
Commander.
Let's see. Are we gonna be able to get anywhere that we can hit with the laser? It doesn't look like it. Nope. No shots with the laser, so we'll just have to take a shot with the LRMs instead.
Don't think, don't shoot, just run.
That's okay. We can still get the shot.
To 'em, then.
Battle armor damaged. Continue to damage the battle armor. Yes, please. Chad, do we just say fuck it and take the shot anyway? Like, no, because last time we did this, they charged us for the damage. I'm not gonna do that.
Holding here.
What are your orders, Skipper? 10.
Don't worry, Graveline is just trucking. He is trucking so hard. Like, he wants to get into combat. He is trying so damn hard. He's like, let me get there before it's over. Let me get there before it's over.
What's up, boss?
Normally I'd be inclined to agree with you, Erst, but unfortunately, like I said, the last time we didn't give a shit about collateral damage, we ended up losing like 200k in damages. So, considering how short we are on funds, I'm not interested in paying out to replace this facility. So we'll have to play it a little more conservatively.
I've got your back.
Can we get into any position that gives us a shot? We can. Nice. Take the jump and then take the shot. We'll even do precision strike. As a matter of fact, we'll even do Battle Lord. Nah, I don't think we can do both. We'll go for the center torso. We only need one part. So if we can get a kill on this guy. We did not get the kill on this guy. Damn it. But we did get the tag, so that'll make it easier for everybody else.
Hot damn. Let's do this.
Okay.
Commander?
I kind of feel bad because I had our artillery wait this whole fight out, and
Come,
then
Nerevar, friend or traitor, come.
they're basically not doing anything this mission, and that kind of sucks. More with the ER lasers, precision strike, why not? What do we got? Just take the shot.
Omnipotent, omniscient, sovereign, immutable.
And we destroyed a heat sink. Did
How
not
sweet
hit
it
the
is
battle
to be a
armor.
god.
You missed us traveling across a bunch of open ground trying to make contact with 3 enemy mechs. I'm a little disappointed. We'll take the indirect fire on this one. I'm trying not to destroy this building if I can avoid it. And now they're gonna move, and they're gonna grapple, and... Oh no, he's gonna run away! Okay, never mind. That makes our lives a little easier. That makes our lives actually quite a bit easier. You too, Sierra. You missed us trekking across a lot of open ground to make contact with the enemy. So far, it's been a bunch of light mechs.
Move order received.
And we're just about done, I think. I think we just need to kill a couple more of these guys. And then capture the base, and we should be good unless they're going to throw another wave at us after we capture it.
Right here. Mm-hmm.
Which they very well could. That's definitely a thing that can happen on these missions. Again, we'll just take the shot.
Here we go.
Could you please die? He's panicking. He's panicking, Chet.
Ready for orders.
It's sniper artillery. How close are these buildings to being destroyed? Yeah, there's some of these that are really close. I'm kind of afraid to take the shot. Fuck it. We are known for making good decisions.
Affirmative.
Oh, you've got to be shitting me. Really? It lands right in the middle of the compound? Are you serious? Bamboozle. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Hey, yup.
I told you not to hit the facility. Sucked.
Double time. Let's go.
You guys need to check your prejudice before you step on the battlefield, okay? I get it, the Combine doesn't exactly make a lot of friends.
On the move. Full speed.
Alright, what do we got here? Like, I'm still just chasing this dude all over Hellenbach. You're gonna reserve?
Okay.
Why? I mean, I can still hit you with the tag, I guess.
Locked on target.
For what it's worth.
God, I missed.
You missed with it.
Hell yeah.
What is this? Like, is he just hiding? He's just decided he doesn't want to fight anymore. He's like, fuck it.
Waiting for orders.
He's just decided to give up. Just has completely given up. Oh no, wait, here he comes. He's coming back. I figured him for done. But I guess he's finally decided to die like a clanner. I will reserve Erst. in the event that something happens.
Come, Nerevar, friend or traitor, come. Let us drive these mongrels.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, let's see. So we can roll right over here,
Affirmative.
give him the shot, and hopefully this is going to be the one that does it. There we go. No, that's still... What the hell is this? There we go. He ejected. He ejected. Alright. So a ship has landed. Oh, the battle armor is still alive. Got it. Well,
Come,
Erst,
Nerevar, friend or traitor, come.
I think we know what you're doing. Let's go roast some battle armor.
All will be decided here, and I shall prevail. How sweet it is to be a god.
Didn't quite finish the job. Unfortunate. Alright. You might be able to, Sierra, in the dervish. No? Maybe not?
Awaiting orders.
Can you not hit? What's actually going on right now? You actually cannot hit. Okay. Well, then let's move you around to a different position. And let's give them the LRM treatment. There we go.
People, let's make it happen.
Outstanding.
Next destroyed.
Outstanding. Yeah. What else do we gotta do? Just capture the facility?
Yeah.
Alright, well we can't quite get into the capture zone this turn, but that's okay.
Standing by.
Ready to rock.
There's still a part of me that thinks they're gonna drop more enemies on me. So I'm like preparing for that eventuality.
Hunkering down.
I'm your spaniel. Racing for impact.
Power word flatulence. Yes. I mean, flatulence is a powerful word depending on where you are. Like, under the right circumstances.
Come, Nerevar, friend or traitor, come.
Alright, Erst. You can't even
It
jump
began
in.
here, it will end
Good
here.
God, it's like the entire world has just conspired. Said no matter what you do. Alright, are we done?
Confirmed.
Let's just brace everybody.
Roger.
Let's see. There we go. We took control of the facility.
Mission.
And yeah, that's it. Alright. So apologies to all of our artillery people for basically not doing shook that mission. But on the plus side, you still get paid. So you get paid to do not a whole lot. That's always a plus, right? I mean, I know I loved it on the days where I could go into work and like just not do anything but still get paid. Those were great. And we made almost 400K off of the additional objectives, so that is outstanding. And shouldn't have anybody damaged or injured. And we got 4 picks, Chad. We got 4 picks. Do we have any adder components in the hold? I don't think that we do. We do not. Okay. But there's a lot of other really good stuff. We got multiple Clan XLs. I mean, just the Clan XLs by themselves. Oh my god, and Clan Pharaoh. Clan Pharaoh, though. Alright, here's the thing. Like, I know some of you guys are Clan fanboys, and you want an adder. All right. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. We can do a whole lot with Clan Pharaoh and Clan XL. I don't see a place for the adder that's good enough. Like, don't get me wrong. We can absolutely use an adder. We can put it to use. But not even the Clan Pharaoh, but like the Clan XLs. We got Clan XLs. We could build Elemental. Like, you gotta sell me on this. You gotta sell me on this. Like, why would I take an adder? What am I gonna do? Even if it's a clan mech, what am I gonna do with a 35-ton light mech? No, I'm giving you a chance, Ostso. I'm giving you a chance. Sell me on the adder. Tell me why the adder is better than picking the clan equipment that we can use right now. I will give you one shot. No, don't. The decision is not made. If you can make a compelling argument, I will consider it. But from my standpoint, I just, like, we can make better use of the other equipment as opposed to just a single mech. That's what I'm saying. Like, I will give you a chance, make a case. Because again, 2 Clan XL engines is hard to turn down. A Clan LRM-15 also hard to turn down. Like, I agree, an adder could make a good recon mech, but we already have that. I mean, I guess it could be a direct upgrade, but then that puts Erst out of a job. Eh. I mean, I think we gotta take the Clan XLs, cause and I'm sorry, Ustel, like, I know you wanted an adder, but one clan mech, I think, is not gonna go far enough to make up for what we stand to gain in the meantime. Because we can make the mechs that we have so much better with this equipment, rather than just gaining one mech in the process. So, it's nothing personal. I see, yeah, we'll drop a Clan XL, and I think I want that 15 launcher. I want that LRM-15. That gets it. And we could still, I mean, it's very unlikely, but we do have 15 pieces of salvage coming, and of those 15 pieces, there are 6 adder parts. So, we could still get an adder if RNGesus is on your side. So let's see. Make your prayers to RNGesus now, and he may have pity on you. Unfortunately, he has decided to spit in your eye. Because he's given us 3 parts. But that's okay. We are fighting Jin. We will run into more adders. So it ain't gonna happen right now, but it will happen soon. The adder is not off the table. I just didn't see it as a viable pick this time around. I am sorry. But that's okay. That's okay. There are plenty of clan mechs out there for us to destroy and rebuild. The adder is but one. Did you know in the mech lab you can hold shit? You're goddamn right I know that, because I've had half a dozen people tell me that over the last couple of weeks. Alright, Yang is complaining because he says we have damage. I don't think that we do. I mean, other than the stuff that was already damaged. But I don't think we have any new damage. I'm getting really tired of rebuilding this battle armor every time we take it out. Oh, don't get me wrong, Hurst. If there was a Kodiak on the field, I would give up absolutely everything for the opportunity to salvage it. Without a second thought. I mean, that's a fair point, Walla. Like, if you spend enough time in clan space, you will find a bunch of clan pharaoh because almost every mech has it. So, like, if you spend enough time in clan space, you're gonna end up with a bunch of clan pharaoh. We will get there eventually. But, let's see. So we also got the 2 elementals, so all we gotta do is get one more elemental part, and we can finally replace our battle armor with elementals. We got 2 cougar parts, we got 3 adder parts, so we're building up a stable of light mech parts. I did not really pay attention to what all we got. But I know we got a large laser, so let's have a look. Oh, again, this bug. Because of the battle armor, I imagine. Alright. So, let's have a look at our weapon systems. We did just get a clan LRM-15. So if we look at the tonnage on this, with these MMLs, we're looking at 4.5 tons. If we stick the clan LRM-15, it still weighs less and doubles our firepower. And we lose the short-range missiles, but I mean, the increase in firepower, and we're using the Griffin as a sniper anyway, so I think that's a good fit. I'm gonna go with that. Or I'm not gonna go with that because of the battle armor bug. Which I think we have to actually restart to get rid of that. Maybe not. I don't remember how to make that go away. There we go. So yeah, I think we ditch the MMLs if I can get the You make me angry sometimes, battle armor. Because every time I go to fix you, you cause problems like this. Ah! The only other option, other than a restart, is a restart. Or stripping the entire mech and then rebuilding it. Which I also don't want to do. Yeah, it is what it is. It's... I tried that. I tried going to the Argo. I've heard about that before. I mean, maybe if we just do that, maybe that'll fix it. Let's see. Because I do want to do some mech bay brainstorming. Let's see. Please tell me that fixed it. Did that fix it? I think that fixed it. chat. I'm a little frustrated right now. Because, like, it's working for some things. But, like, the feet? Nope. Nope. It ain't having it. I didn't be wrong. I love BTA. But it's these little quirks sometimes that just... That's okay. That is okay. That is okay. No. Why? What? No, I'm not blaming chat for the bug. Why would I blame chat for the bug? I mean, if I was gonna blame anybody, I would blame you directly. I'm not afraid to call you out. But let's have a look. Let's have a look at the pilots, see if anybody's ready for upgrade. I don't think so, because we've only done a couple of kind of low-rent, low-intensity missions. So I don't think anybody's going to be ready for upgrade just yet.
Good to go.
Ah, God, I was sleeping. What do you want?
Well, good. As long as you understand and take responsibility, Walla, then we can move on. Well, I'm not surprised at that at all, Bamboozle. Like, I know Battle Armor has been a little finicky for as long as it's been in the game, and, like, I understand. Again, I praise both BTA and Rogue Tech for the additional complexity and the tactical depth that it adds to the game by keeping Battle Armor in. And I absolutely understand that, like, it's poorly implemented, and that's the game's fault. It's not the BTA team's fault. It's not Rogue Tech team's fault that Battle Armor is so poorly implemented. It's just difficult to put it in the game and make it work the way that it's intended to work. And I understand that. It's just, you know, the game already takes so long to start up anyway. Fuck it, chat. We're gonna do it live. We are gonna do it live. I was gonna end the stream here just shortly, but we're gonna do it live. I'm gonna drop a save. We will do a quick restart, and then we will come back and do a little bit of mech bay. I'm not gonna do it for like hours, but we will do a little bit of mech bay, and then we'll end the stream. Because again, like I said, for those of you that were not here when I said it, I probably will not be able to stream the rest of this week, so I want to give you guys as much time as I can. So, we will quit to the desktop. Which is unfortunate. Unfortunate. But these things happen, and the memory leak is well known and well documented at this point. It happens, and we just gotta deal with it. I did, Mara. I just have to, well, now that we're doing a restart, we have to get to that, but we will put you in as well. Do not worry. Alright, let's start up BTA again. Hopefully it will be less fussy with a fresh restart. I say hopefully with fingers crossed. Yeah, like I said, Bamboozle, I understand that the battle armor is a little wonky. It goes with the territory. Like, it's part of the reason that I didn't use battle armor ever, really, until this campaign. Because of the issues with it and things like that. And like, you know, it's I've been modding games for a very long time, both doing it myself and using mods the other people have provided. I understand it goes with the territory, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating. You know, that's like when you install a mod that did a really cool thing and then it corrupts your like 100-hour Skyrim save and now you have to start all over. You know, it goes with the territory. Sometimes things don't work as intended. But I'm not going to criticize too much because, hey, it's a group of people that are out there doing all this work all the time, basically for free, and asking nothing in return except for feedback. So, you know, I am grateful that there are people out there willing to put in that kind of work, just as a hobby. Yeah, for sure, Bamboozle. I mean, imagine the concept. Like, how do you even go in to start coding what is effectively not only a single mech, but a group of mechs that attach to other mechs, but they can also attach to vehicles, can also attach to aircraft, which haven't been implemented in the base game. Like, there are so many things that just do not exist in base game Battletech that you would have to create just to support the existence of battle armor. So, you know, again, it's a lot of work. I get it. Yeah, Arma is an entirely different beast, Sierra. Especially, like, I don't know if you're old enough or experienced enough to have done any modding with Arma 2, but that stuff got wonky sometimes. Oh no, we're not even we're not playing Arma. We're just Sierra runs some Arma stuff for his buddies, but and you know, I mean, given enough time, I think we could probably get to the bottom of the mech base stuff, and try to fix battle armor eventually. I say we. I mean, I'm not involved in the modding process at all, but I think at some point it's possible to get battle armor working properly. It's a matter of working all the kinks out of a system that by default really shouldn't even exist in the game. Alright, here we go. We're back in the game. Didn't take quite as long as I thought. So first of all, let's head to the barracks, because Mara had a redeem. Again, I don't know that we have a whole lot of people available to rename. We got Quagmire, a vehicle pilot, and we got Sparrow, another vehicle pilot.
Standing by.
I guess we could head to the store. We could potentially hire another pilot. Let's see. If we hit the hiring hall, who do we have? It looks like it's all the same people. Yeah, it's all the exact same people. You want to be Sparrow? Alright. You want to be the guy with a history of being laid up in bed for over a year. Got it. I think we'll just, because we refer to you as Mara, I'm just gonna use that as the nickname. Well, nah, we can put the fool in there. It doesn't matter. That way, if anybody wants to know, then they will know when you're in chat. Let's see. So that takes care of that. Now we head back to the mech bay. Let's see if we can get back to what we were trying to do. Are you gonna cooperate with me now, mech bay? Please? Please, mech bay? Yeah, I do feel bad for the Arma community because, like, Arma used to be one of the greats in terms of like military simulation, and after Arma 3, it really feels like they never really had a plan to go any further than that. I can't say that I blame them, because Arma 2 was a long-lasting game, still is a long-lasting game. Like, there are still people that play Arma 2 because certain mods and things like that just haven't been ported over, or haven't been ported over successfully. So, like, yeah, it's interesting. I definitely spend my time in the trenches in Arma, but I don't really play it all that much anymore. But let's see. I don't think we have any more Artemis systems. We do not. Unfortunate. So without any Artemis systems, we're not going to be able to increase the accuracy on this clan launcher, but that's okay. What we can do instead is put in some different ammo types. Yeah, Cosmic, RimWorld 2 is like a whole rabbit hole. God, there's just so many, not only RimWorld mods, but like the open-ended modding of it. And that can be, I mean, RimWorld is kind of infamous as it's the game you need like 300 mods to actually enjoy game. Let's see. LRM, you know what? Maybe it's worth taking some fast cam ammo with the Griffin. Because we're only going to be launching 15 missiles at a time with this weapon system. Which means that 120 ammo should last us roughly 8 rounds. And we can definitely use fast cam. If we're going to be running up against light mechs and stuff, I think fast cam would be good. I did not, Walla. And honestly, I haven't seen Reacher at all. It's, wasn't ever really on my radar. I'm aware of it. I know what it is. It's just, I don't watch a whole lot of television, to be honest. Oh, yeah, Dwarf Fortress. Dwarf Fortress, you know, maybe someday we'll play that on the channel. I don't know. Gravelion Fast Cam is basically mine missiles. You shoot the missiles and it deploys mines. So it's really good for like vehicles and or really good for taking out vehicles and really good for like slowing down light mechs and other fast movers. Alright, Natter, well, it was good to see you again, as always. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for hanging out. But yeah, I have toyed with the idea of playing some Dwarf Fortress on stream. I've also toyed with the idea of playing RimWorld on stream. Although I would probably have to limit the amount of mods because RimWorld can be pretty resource intensive when you have a lot of mods running. Let me see. What else do we got going on here? You know, the laser insulator might not be a bad idea for our main weapon system on the Griffin. Just to tone down some of the heat, and we could drop a heat sink as a result of that. Let's see. How much does it actually reduce? Modifies the attached weapon's heat generation by 5. Okay, alright. Then how about if we go for the laser? Didn't we pick up a clan large? If I remember right? Yeah, we did. ER clan large. So that's 55 damage, but that puts it all in one shot. So it's technically a little less damage, but it gives us a lot more range. Yeah, I'm thinking the X-Pulse is still gonna be better overall. It doesn't have as much range, but I think that's fine, honestly. Then let's see. We could up the armor a little bit on this thing. Is there any other systems that we want to put in? And I guess we could put in another ECM suite. Then we're going to have to, let's see, if we drop a heatsink, we put in an ECM suite. And then Ooh, maybe a laser zoom array? Where does that go? Not permitted location. So is that a head location? No? What am I missing? Where does the laser zoom array actually go? Is it a torso thing? Ah, it's a torso thing. Okay. Oh, shit. That's 2 criticals. Alright. What? No. I want the laser zoom. No! I want the laser zoom array, you butthole. Okay, well, I don't know why it was showing it as 2 criticals a second ago, but whatever. Hi, Cosmic. Yeah, we're just doing some Meg-Bay stuff, so you're not gonna miss a whole lot. But if you want to check out the VOD afterwards to see what you missed, again, I'm gonna be wrapping up the stream before too long. But I did want to do some Meg-Bay just for the folks that enjoy that, because we haven't done a whole lot of Meg-Bay this stream. But nice to see you again. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream. Hope your Tuesday was a good one, and I wish you good luck going into the rest of the week. Yeah, the menu was wigging out a little bit. But yeah, with a laser zoom array, I think that will help us bridge the gap on the X-Pulse to get it a little bit closer to the range on the Clan ER. So that's a good fit all around, I think. That's a good just linear upgrade to the Griffin. And it won't cost us too much to do it.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
Plus, it also gives us the flexibility of fast cam ammo now, so especially when we run up against big groups of light mechs like we've been running into, that'll also give us the ability to shut them down a little more quickly and stop them from getting those 6, 7, and 8 evasion pips at a time. Let's see, what else was there? I guess there was the, Dervish. We can have a look at that. See if there's anything new that we can do with that. Because we did get more rocket launchers. Because I'm thinking of some real goofy shit here. I'm thinking, okay, how about... The RL-40 is only 3 tons, you guys. It's only 3 tons. But what if we did really stupid things? Like, there's so many options here. So much potential for heresy. But we don't have enough rocket ammo feeds. That's the unfortunate thing. I wish we had more of them. Because then I would just be sticking those things everywhere. Because we've only gotten a few clan missile systems so far. But I think as we gather more, we'll definitely look at upgrading this Dervish. Yeah, we do. We kind of need a brawler. I mean, the baby back is filling that job. But it's about the only brawler we have. I mean, technically the Grasshopper is a brawler too, but if we start to get into more heavy and assault mechs, it's going to get melted down pretty quickly. Like, the only reason it works as a brawler is because it's so much heavier than most of the other stuff we're up against. But yeah, I mean, we could like look at putting SRMs in this thing instead. Putting rocket launchers in it. I mean, that's kind of why I went with the rocket launchers in the first place. But we could take out the RL-20, put in an RL-40, and that'll give us more on-target damage. So the MRM bin is 200 ammunition, so that gives us 5 full volleys. The only reason I don't like that is it doesn't give us a lot of control over how much we fire. So what we could do is my favorite tactic, and we put in 2 RL-20s, that allows us to select fire how much. The Inferno rocket launcher is basically just there as a placeholder. It only has the one volley of ammunition. The only problem with the other, our RL-20s, is we would need another rocket ammo feed. So, yeah. So either we commit to the 40... Decisions. Good lord, Mara. Yeah, we had that happen to us one time where an ejected pilot went MIA, and we weren't able to get them. We weren't able to recover them, because it was at the very beginning of the campaign. But 3 pilots in one mission is rough. Let's see. Drop that. So maybe we commit to the 40. Commit to the 40, drop the Inferno? But then we're betting our entire damage potential on 2 weapon systems. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, it's just, like, there's so many hard points in the arms and we're just not using them for anything. It kind of feels weird. I mean, again, we just need more clan weapon systems. But I think this will give us good damage potential on target. Let's see. Could we potentially... Could we potentially put the FCS on this thing? Well, now, right, we already discussed that. Because it only works for the first volley, it doesn't work for the reloads. Yeah, so, I mean, I guess we go with this to maximize our damage potential while at the same time still having reloads. Because having 40 rockets on target and having the ability to reload that rocket, like, that's a lot of firepower. Yeah, we could do that too. Put the heat sinks in, fill out the crits. Would it be worth it to try to add another bin of MRM ammo, though? Because if we're firing 40 rockets on a single volley, we're going to burn through our ammo really quickly. So maybe we put in another bin of ammo and drop some armor? We've already dropped more armor than I like. So what's our full alpha at this? So our full alpha is 65 heat. And we will very likely hit full alpha more often than not because the LRM clan doesn't have a minimum range, so there's no downside. Yeah. We could definitely have an issue with heat. And the freezer just... Again, if we had some double heatsink kits, this wouldn't really be an issue, but... We're only just now getting into clan space, so heat is still going to continue to be a problem for a little while until we can start to get some kits. Yeah, we could pull the arm actuators, but they don't weigh anything. They're 0 tons. So we're not hurting anything. I don't think we have an exchanger now. I mean, we can double check. No, we don't. Again, we don't have really any decent equipment because we've been out in the boons for so long. I mean, again, we could drop some more armor. It's not ideal. But this is a missile boat, so it doesn't need as much armor. Yeah, I mean, we could Clan XL it. We did just grab some Clan XL engines, but that's gonna be very expensive. Holy shit. 1 million C-bills to put a Clan XL in this thing. I mean, technically, it's a little bit less than that, but... like, good God. What else can we do? I mean, do we drop a ton of ammo to increase our potential damage output, is the question. Or maybe we drop a ton of LRM ammo. But then again, do we really need to? That's the thing. So maybe we drop the extra ton of MRM, at least for now. At least for now. And here's my thinking. Again, with the MRMs, we got 200 ammunition. The rocket launcher 40 is going to launch 40 rockets at a time. That gives us massive damage potential. But we don't use it every turn. We only use it on choice targets. If we really need to take something off the field. Very nice, Ersts. Hopefully we will find a Marauder or a Warhammer or something along those lines very, very soon. But yeah, with the rocket launcher 40, we've got the 1 round of ammo that it comes with. Plus we'll have the additional 5 shots. So we will technically be able to use it 6 times in combat before we run out of ammo. But again, I think we sit on those shots for the priority targets. And we'll use the LRM-20 for most of the rest. Because the Artemis ammo is going to make them very accurate anyway. And so it gives us more potential firepower, but it limits us in, I guess, the expendable firepower? So we'll go with that. That's a relatively cheap upgrade for now. And then again, as we get more clan weapon systems, we'll be able to do more with the Dervish. And I think, I mean, there's not a whole lot else that we can do, because we haven't gotten much in the way of other systems. I mean, we could look at potentially upgrading some of the lasers on the Grasshopper. But any clan lasers that we put in it are just going to up the heat, which we're already having an issue with. And again, without double heat sinks, we don't have a lot of options without the double heat sink kits. That's the biggest problem with the Grasshopper. Like, I would love to put better weapon systems in it, but we can only fire every other turn if we're going full alpha. So when we get the double heat sinks, we should be able to do more with it. But for now, I think we have to leave it as is. I just don't think, again, I don't think we're, I don't think that we're deep enough into the clan equipment rabbit hole to really do any of the stuff that I want to do yet. And that's unfortunate. But we have made a few upgrades here and there as we're able to. With time, I hope that we'll be able to make even more adjustments. Let me see. So there's another thing I was thinking about, potentially throwing in some different Arrow 4 ammo. Because we have Inferno, we have Fast Cam. But the thing is, I don't think that we're going to be able to do that without losing some very important equipment. I mean, I guess technically we could lose the jump jets, because we don't really use the jump jets on this Hollander all that much. So, like, if we drop 2 jump jets, now, it's a drop 2 jump jets, then we could potentially put in some fast cam ammo. So we still have the jump ability if we need it for maneuvering. But then that also gives us the ability to drop massive minefields if we need to. Or we could go with Inferno instead. I don't know.
On it. I'll let you
But I
know
think
when
that's about all we can do for right now. Like I said, I don't... Without more clan stuff, I don't think there's anything that we can really do to go much further than this. So we're just gonna have to fight our way through. We're just gonna have to do some more missions, get some more salvage, until we get to a point where we're a little closer to where we want to be. And hopefully salvage some clan mechs, because just in general, they'll be better overall. But yeah, I think that's where I'm going to call the stream. I apologize for the folks that were here for Mech Bay, because I thought we were going to be able to do more than we actually ended up doing. Unfortunately, we just didn't really have a whole lot to do, other than repair a Centurion that I'm not 100% sure we want to keep. But that's a decision for another day. And that is definitely not a decision to make today. But we did upgrade the Griffin with clan equipment, so the Griffin will definitely be performing better in the future and will work well as a sniper. But aside from that, I think we are gonna call it. Let me wait for this save to finish, because I've made that mistake before, trying to quit to desktop before it finished saving. So yeah. That's it for today. Again, thank you guys very, very much. And General Quarters, continuing the gift sub that you got from Erst. Thank you for that. But yeah, so again, as always, thank you guys for hanging out. We accomplished a lot. We got off to a little bit of a rough start with that duo duel. And again, General Quarters, taking one for the team, but was able to come back and hopefully be better than ever. All it's going to take a little while to actually get him back up to the skill level where we were before, but them's the breaks, and that's why the lethality is high, so that there's absolutely a chance of people dying on the field, and we'll have to work around those challenges when they happen. So, but again, glad that everybody could make it in. Glad that you guys decided to join me for a Tuesday stream. Again, as I said before, I probably will not be streaming the rest of this week just because I'm going to be busy with real life job search stuff. So that's going to keep me busy most of the rest of the week. Yeah, somehow General Quarters returned. Only he doesn't have any of the cool lightning powers that the other guy does. So that's unfortunate. But who knows? Maybe on the 2.0 version, maybe he will acquire some of those cool lightning powers. But yeah, so like I said, again, I will try to stream this week if I can, but I can't guarantee it, so I don't want to promise you guys and then disappoint you. So I'll just say, don't plan on a stream, but if I can, I will definitely let you guys know. So of course, that leads me to keeping an eye on the Twitter machine, the X-Bird, because that's where I make the announcements when I'm going to go live. And as always, I will try to give you guys as much heads up as I can. I know today was kind of a last minute thing and I apologize, but I'll try to give you a heads up if I can. And worst case scenario, if I'm feeling up to it after another week of interviews, we might try another Saturday stream. But no promises. I don't want to get your hopes up. We will see. We will see. Things happen. In the meantime, again, follow me on the Twitter machine to find out all of the stuff about when I go live. And I'm going to try to update a little more there. I haven't been doing much on Twitter lately, so I need to get back in the habit. But you can also catch me on the YouTubes for those of you that didn't find me today as a direct result of that. That's where the VODs go, and they'll be making their way up there eventually. As always, I want to thank you guys for coming out. Again, the world is a roller coaster of challenges, and we all have a very limited amount of time on this planet. You don't have to spend your time here. You don't have to spend your money here. But I absolutely do appreciate you guys coming out to support me, support the channel, support the games, and just hang out and have a good time. Again, you don't have to, and it means more than the world to me that you do. And last but not least, as I do at the end of every stream, I want to remind you that your life has value and that the world is a better place with you in it. Never let anyone tell you otherwise, and I'll see you next time.